Hello all, welcome to another quick learning. Today we're going to be going over the insert statement in SQL. So getting right into it, so I've got a table here, it's the language table, so we've got 6 different rows. So we got a language ID and the name of the language and then just when it was updated. So a very simple table. And what I want to do is I want to insert another row for Spanish. I see we don't have any Spanish language in this table. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use the insert SQL statement. And there's 2 ways you can do this. There's the insert into, and then you'd put the table name here, and then you'd put the column labels here. Or you can do insert into table name and then just put in the values. So first thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at what the different data types we have in these columns. So we've got language ID. You can see this is a primary key. That's what the PK means. And it's an integer field. And then we got name. It's character up to 20 characters. And then this is a timestamp. So if we feed in the insert statement the wrong type of data, we're going to get back an error. So if we give them a number for the character name, we're going to get an error. If we return some sort of string for the integer, we're going to get an error and so forth. Also, because this is a primary key, if we duplicate any of the numbers here, we're going to return an error. And with these IDs, you really should be doing an auto increment. So in the insert statement, you usually do not even have to put that in because the database will automatically increment that for you. So you can see in my query, I actually don't even include the language ID because the database will handle all that in the background. So I just have name and last update. So if I go ahead and run this, you can see it says it inserted and the query returned successfully. Now if I, one thing to note, I have the auto commit on. So if you don't have the auto commit on, it won't make permanent changes to the database until you commit those changes. But since I've selected this, it's going to commit it as soon as I run the insert statement. So now if we run this again, we can see it's got Spanish and it's auto incremented it actually to 8 because I guess there was a 7, but it's been deleted. Also, if you have some other columns, I don't know, let's say we had language type and we didn't know what the language type was, in the values we can just put in null and then it'll just fill that table with null. So anytime you have a column you don't know what to put in there at that time, you can just fill it with null. And that's really all there is to insert statements, at least at the basics of it. You can also do instead of doing just these values, you can also use another query, so a select query to get the values to insert into a table. So you can insert a bunch of different rows from a different table, things like that. But this is the basic structure. I hope you guys found that useful. Thank you very much.